Medase afiani de mientie seden semni chemu etie National Peace Council mpanifo ahye cement me ho ase ekoso e wa amanyofo ene electoral commission temu no mbehwe na won wasiesie na fei ensem bia wo mo akeka wo mo kire se isi nye ne yenso wo mbehwe asiesie na wo matumi aboa ma afane afane obi anso atumi de nsa hye asomdwe nti ase na atumi aboa wo yenhye ayeye e de akoto abai
Sebe na December batwa eba bekoso no bibia bekoso jojo ntino ene ekoasofo de nchechi bi ahyeso de ama political parties na fe kibi omufo a ewo man Ghana mu a we no wono mo de hwese bibia ebetumi atotodin Wabra National Peace Council na mosini wodwumadi na se George Amo edina no disem etudwa no ode tudwa se NDC-fo a wono maye mwadwen se wonfa wonsa enhye asomdwa pam ase no enye wonwa pi nanso no se woni ye Kasee de empanyifo ene amanyukui na afi afufuru bi enya enkasa ho bi a wono mo ede hwese enche bia no wonadwen ebesesa.
There are conditions, and at any mediation table that is what happens. People will bring their positions and you help them adjust and build to a place of consensus, and that is what we are trying to do. We are talking to others who we believe can do something about the issues that the NDC raised. We will do everything within our mandate to ensure we address any outstanding difference before the December election. And we are hopeful that all the parties will agree to sign on to a peace pact.
Nekrakra no acting principal programs officer ma ECOWAS editor just say asomdua Ghana ekura ewo abibrum atoya femu ha no yenhwa ne yenkramu ye nemum no yema basabasa ye bia e ma mbese no.
Ghana is an icon in West Africa. So when we are counting member states that are models in democracy, Ghana is one of the champions. So we want Ghanaians to know that they have only one country. Whatever will happen, they need peace. The war in the world, the world lords are still discussing. They are negotiating. So there is no need to be violent.
Yatwa Premtobre Kasee no so na yede akonsan foforo mo Awutu Senya East. Mensi ne mo ndisi amanyoko ye wo hono mo na wode tudwa won hia tentene ne ama won de hye ba ko etuo ekano.
Awutu Senya East abaton pesiaso NDC ni power Premtobre Midday ene manfo akwa divisional police commander okopa tentrene amanipa ba akwa usu se hoye amanyoko emu nipa etu aka no bra no wosi ahemfo bi ewo Awutu Bereku peto ika no atodum na obo brass band ibia etu eka no ode no akopie mu ewo Winneba Trauma and Specialist Hospital ya woje ayareshe Kaswa NDC ni power Premtobre Midday Felix na akoyo okuno one semtwefo etwetwe enkomo ekire DC
yete yese etuo bi atoye ewo Bereku ho na nipa na okra otuo no ye frene trasa a ye nim se oye hawakumsin ni bodyguard na otuo no ye baba ko a ye freno otuo no akano na ye nim se a police for no achetrasa
enwachi Awutu Senya East NDC Communication Officer Steven Delali eni Adom Kasee etwetwe enkomo kire se amanyoko no bedi asem yachi sebeyi a obepa ne pomasibre
Nipa now in question, no, if indeed Nipa ni honorable Bibisa Akumsi, the bodyguard, the law must deal with the person according to the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Nobody is above the law. Yenya is equal before the law. Or maybe a tumpombi or maya say, "So, Mama, I'm running at the pepe. Young Kasee we Papa Wiska, and for that matter, no, your Bonnie and Jano. Young Kasee we a minister bodyguard, we a MP bodyguard, and for that matter, your Bonnie and Jan. Into the air, can I say, I keep on emphasizing on this. According to our parliamentary candidate, allegedly the person now Ututu, honorable Mibisa Akumsi bodyguard.
Wasanse mimuno, posi ajumayoko no achre, naye akwesi lati ya ususe etu ekasa ye no onimhu bie. Ese wode na kwatwere aposifuo kokomu a ebra wakwatwere no wonya pump action gun ene to aboba ewo no ho na woboa ma aposifuo ayensem no mu enhwehwemu.
Yetwa Premtobre Kasee no so afo ya wonu na hwe trade and industry so KT Hamon say nei nia nhwehwe no ekro ewo cement bo se be ba ko na yenton se wa ha na obedru ehro ho ebo nko ebetimi ayi afri ho no hwehwe no de ekọ no
oswafo abohwe edwadie ne mfididwuma so Kobnata Hiri Hamon ekyiremu a cement bo a opese wo ye ne ba ko na eboa edansie no semrahye bedwafo agitumu a ebeboa ama ebo no eswate na ye papa nso a obedidi dwuma ebeyeye.
That I was determined to ensure that the cement industry is properly regulated in terms of two segments. The first, obviously, is in respect of the quality of cement that is produced in the country. And the second, of course, is the pricing, about which I've spoken about the LI, which I just matured. I got fundamental issues with the cement industry in our country. I think it's about time that we started to get some sort of resolution. The manufacturers have told us that they have grades. So the various grades has the various grades would have their level.
Majority leader Alexander Fenomarkins bo NDC amanyoko no kwadu se eto bi opeso ye free one eye one kasa ye wonuma so no NDC amanyoko no won ho afiri mu nti we ne da di pefe se yan kasa ye nkrom ha enuma hodo won peso omugo no nensam ne nto aso eni
Adom Kasee ne ba no deni Alexander Fenomarkins ekyiremu a eto ahodo a wo sakra mu ama enyumayeku ahodo a wo my Ghana mu no ebeboa pa ama investors abo mai mu obenya reshimoni ahotoso wo so wode won sika ebeye adwuma ewo mai mu.
Mr. Speaker, I am not an economist, but I understand some basic rules that guide economic development. A government has two obligations. One, to either tax the private sector to use that revenue to develop, or grant tax rebates to allow for economic growth. When a company is giving tax break, when a company is giving tax exemption, what that company does is that to use the space to expand and to employ more. What I think my colleagues in opposition, led by the minority leader, should focus on is how to put in monitoring mechanisms to avoid abuses of such grants when companies benefit from.
Nenso ni nyina mu no Adom kuma na ba ne deni Dr. Kasee atoforsen ekyiremu a baby o mai sika sem akwakodro no ehu hia se eto ne bi ho no obeyi efri edwumaku ahodo eso esanse sika no o mai ne hia pa se beboa ama sika sem atoto yi.
Honorable Speaker, let me state without any equivocation that the NDC minority has not changed our position on these tax exemptions. We have always maintained that these tax exemptions are not in the best interest of the ordinary Ghanaian. Our position has always been and still remains that they should convert these tax exemptions into tax credit and otherwise maybe linked these tax exemptions into equity shares as stipulated in the Tax Exemptions Act.
Municipal Health Director Walker Bibremye Dr. Bernard Aisi Asare na o se nei no ne nneema keka kro apomudin mu no wo mu hian sakraye wo se ebiemu sebeye beboa ama apomudin panso ama ne muso ewomensi.
Municipal Health Director Walker Bibremye ne mu Dr. Bernard Aisi Asare e de atudwa sese wo hian se ayaresabea no obetre wo mo ahye mu pa na aboa ma apomudi mu nsem akonkan ebra wo kasa wa anwem na wodi bi anwem chips compound ano ya Ghana Oil Palm Development Limited SC ena wodi sansemi etudwa.
In the first place, you be here structure appeal for pay to me awo. You need GOPDC for episode camp. And I said, Nana chairman and okay, no, where or the atom when him say Omunshe, no Mumboy and was our kind so. And then Yabe who say GOPDC for completing these amazing renovations. Indeed, a very long way. Abwa Apomedinya Jumano, which is the work of the Ghana Health Service.
Ura Andrew Ayim Ando, and a Yankita Mudie, Penimpa, Ewa Ghana Oil Palm Development Limited, which we must say, Asudi Bakweda Wamoso, and the Sawababua, Amokura, Ye Juma Womono, Etimia Tumpo, and Senti, and a Waya Sado Ye.
Social responsibility, no, your health, your education, your water and sanitation. And until a community no at the back. So muhia emboa ewo health yesum na yeboa wo hwe ekrobi te say assume yetumi asi 24 bed facility hospital amomo nti apomuden yade ehia ye pa stress nananom any health committee any workers na ebe make sure say o ma maintain facility and the ehu efe ye pese 1 year 2 years beba no ebetu ya maintain na ayese ya
the crackra men's nimpa woman him set entry buasiako and wo hina owa anwem eda Ghana Oil Palm Development Limited ase
say omunya hoden omuntra omuhyem na adwuma ewo mo so a wo mo ye ama aboa kwa bibrem na enkoso me ha mani nka me kwa bibrem hanko a o ma fa nipa 4500 eno kra ye prelims
na me kuro anwem ide enam GOPDC nti to da bia ya na me ni ha okra wo infrastructure ho fi se eba nsu a oyemaye ye JSS Grace he wo mo na yemaye ye community or social center bi wa ha o ma support yen over 40,000
apoya mantemu so for ye set kwa me champion na wo se Akufo-Addo amemu ya bono homoden pa e wa kwanye mu de toto aban ahodo a wo ma abakoi
epoye mantemu swafo set kwa me champion echiremu a efrafim pinu do nsumu ekwan brofo kwansine apem ahanwatwe ne aduonu mu nkono ena waye o mantemu ni mu a asphalt nso eka ho ebra wo kasa ewo epoye mantemu town hall meeting ene exhibition dwumadi e course wo kuforidua ena o chiremu se enye mantemu ni mu nko a aban yi aye mpontunwuma woduo pia wo komantema woduo mu a adansidi ewo ho.
We have completed 329 kilometers, representing a 62.19%. On feeder routes, we have periodic maintenance routes and then routine maintenance routes. Cumulatively, we have awarded 247,000.79 kilometers of road. Periodic maintenance has 1,499.74 and routine maintenance at 2,660 kilometers of road network. In total, we have completed 648.38 on periodic maintenance, making a 43.83%.
Also afabedi echa wo show me sikasem so Dr. Alesampa ben ekyerɛkyerɛ abai sikasem hyehyɛ ya waye edeboa ebiebie nwuma amomanfo anya biaye.
In 2023, we experienced a positive economic growth in GDP, but then again, it came to 2.9%. Currently, in 2024, the first quarter data out, we are on our way up to the pre-pandemic era. And I'm happy to say, in undergoing an IMF fiscal consolidation program, in the magnitude of ours, no country has grown for more than 1.5% in the history of the
world. When presidential advisor, Efa Pomuden Dr. Anthony Siasare, Echira Pomuden Enshishaya would be aban ediaba.
Every region will have a dialysis center. All these hospitals will be doing the adult weighing or the medical checks, so that we prevent, we do health promotion, we treat, and then we also train and do research in all these hospitals. And with the backing of health insurance, which we are making it very robust, then Ghana will be the first country in the sub-Saharan Africa to attain, I'm adding an adjective, quality universal health coverage.
Now, MPP Amanyoko no mra shebedwa akonya wotano North wa Mfantseman ye Dr. Gideon Boako. Ene ya make say Ghana dehye mbabunu titire wo sabato mpesua so 142 die. Wode wormo wura entitiye enuoma huduo mu sebe ya wonuma no awon ye nso mbekọ nkane wo mu. Na me no so amo sikasem ejina benane.
Dr. Gideon Boako Premtobre Midday wotano North wa Mfantseman ene waboa ama enipa ohane aduanan mienu enya ntete ye wokwan ye obefa so abie won man kasa adwuma eho woni Adom Kasee hwetwe nkomo odua ya nkwanta ene wode to dwase no ehu se won man kasa woye nsano adwuma no oni adwen foforo ne hyehye bia ne senti wo fato ne ho so se ne fuam mienu wode besi won mu a obeye nkyerkyere ama wo mo
sa training we de aye dwumadi a ye ne Ghana Enterprise Agency menua Kasee yanke eda no ana yakabo ma Tanon of Mabunu, yes, Ghana Enterprise Project, yes, I say. Now, Yadiabua and Mabuna, a Waha, Monso Peso, Musia, and Sanujuma, no Majuma, etimitumpo. Now, yen is I we no more pom who we are. Na ya chow more infidia or more debaya Jumanibi. One more coach Medina say, a quadrant titieni Adom Kasee Amani Boni Samiasare, a train comma what yes, the PSA, Emma, Ura Gideon Boako.
Dear for entrepreneurship, any a coin of a register with Juma and Fasudia a woman, any a more Dodinia who send your city.
Why am I who have a fast I started a business? And I quite a fast a business, and I near ma. I was say, even say we a business here, also call register business.
What I'm here to say business. So we are humanas or pursue business here. Step by step, I have to 2 CK.
Nananom ne ma mpanimfo mechekwema de se wo savana mantam no mu de efre osofo ya won na hwe lands and natural resources so sanka be ya bole mia nkrotu ahodo won ye galamsey ye liga won ye tu for magudie ne de nka be ya womo anyi won muntum se be ye be yi ohia afri ho na fe aboa womo so ne tichu ene wo mofra ma yuwa no won so atimi akọ school oni Adom Kasee etwaso
Mandarura Gilbeseidu idi eye kane sada penimpa sanso ye kane etifedo mante muswafo woni semtwefo twetwe nkomo no de tu dwase amawodo osofo ene edidi o my Ghana nsa asimu a wotu afomagudi a wo sese yensuwansuwa na saa no yi essay o my Ghana enyapade na egu o my nso ho fin odi adesret wa ban ne oswafo hwensa ase ne mu adodode so anim sese license ya ekura won mu etu afomagudi no onsa nhwemu bim sebeyi a sika wo man yi benya afri ensase mo nipa mu no yebetimi ehunu mu yie
type of poverty that they have, the little that they get, they are satisfied with it. I'll give you a typical example. The miner goes to crack, spend all kind of time, danger to his life and all that, and get the stones, crack the stones, and is able to extract 30%. The highest they can get is 30% of it, and leave 70%, which they call over. So a buyer, foreign buyer comes and buys the over with the 70% gold and goes to extract. So unless we are able to come together and identify the difficult challenges that they devil them, so that they can increase the percentage recovery from the gold. In that way, they too can be beneficiaries of what they are doing. Failing that, the labor that they are doing is not worth it.
Oni name Dr. Steve Mantia, director, any advisor with the UK Ghana Gold Program, anwa ene wadu a proboko Savannah Mante Munti, and Benefwedu wa drenchire etu JBA. To say UK Ghana Gold, abase, obeye nchechere ama, wonu mwetu afumagudi sebe ya, etuwa eda juma wodi eno sono, abaye ensabeka.
Okay. UK Ghana Gold Program, nchechere Home Office, Ministry of Interior, English, and Ghana, Abang, Man, etu anamompa, na gold a yetu a memo hand, titruno, a year, friend, small scale mining, and I said, no friend that I'm saying, it's me. I share a money etum nyankopɔn na de mfa so kɛseɛ abrɛ Ghana.
Madam Kasee amane boni Rebecca Nantoma ebo anan eko miamia wudu bi otu afuma godie te se dakope eni dollar power nkura wodo a ewo bole mensini mu okohunu se emofra wedi mfie nwatwedi kodunso enyina eye adwuma ewo bia otu afuma godie a waja wosuku no ato ho.
Yeni omanfo eba bedi nkomo e de afa Ghana Black Stars ene match a wo mo ne Angola ebe kobo no ye bisa se matchi omanfo ehu ni sen expectation etisen.
Oh, match ne de me Ghana ni de me expect say Ghana win the match no. But Angola team no so more players bi a omo ye good. E bi ball Portuguese league. Enti no approach na strategy na coach no de be call no na be boy. Yes we good players a e bi no Premier League, English League, ne France League. Enti we will say a bit man win the game now.
Yeah, so manager won't say Ghana be say. By all means, Angola for hard we to stop. I'm struggle but and the match in India, we say by all means, you will win it.
Maybe we need by saying
at least 2.
O share players a yedi omo e field na Pate Kudus Jordan Ayew ni omo mo keka ho na ne Angola squad ya o Kasee ye be show mo yi o gidie sa se ne o Kasee ye be show
no gidie pa because me two dying boys me no bobo bi nkwa je me say o mo nyina obi abehye go Jordan ene Kudus o mienu o mbehye go o mienu so hye go na ye wie.
Ansa ne yebeko no o hwe nim se coach no on use strategy be na mfambo se bia 322 anase se na omo no mfa.
Oh, you see 322 am fi se be boy because Angola for no omusoku game and omo ya smart but omo coach no buy no started can sem bi say officiating nam na ade but e ma ya nwene saade no ho ye concentrate your game plan ye di ko game no and na betim aboyen because you good players ya betim e di awene match no.
Na je so manfo adwenkyere efa Ghana Black Angola ana womo akire o madwene minsu na medi mete wo trotrom se trotro no eyema mate na agisu se awe
Twaso na Savannah mantom no mo swafo ye Said Muhazu Jabril na wode to mensi no mo akrach mpanifo nyina wo mantam no mo so oni die mu a mfidie na ye de abase mfani akwan no won hwe se be ye no pepepe ne mum omfa nkoye de wo ebeboa.
Savannah mantam swafo Said Muhazu Jabril echiremu a drip machine aban de ama wo mo no enye mfidie a wode kwaye adwuma de sika na gu won kasa botom na wo so wode ye akwan awodo a aban abodin se won fanye otwemu se sa assembly no enni bamba ho hihye ye bi betimi abo mfidie no ho ban a wo so wode ko post station na posifo etimi bo ho ban wode sanse mu etodwo wabra RCC e woda amongo wo Savannah mantam mu ene mensirim panimfo ekohyiaye.
They are not revenue generation machines for individuals or for the district assemblies. For now, they are supposed to be used for Department of Feeder Roads and so in some cases, even highways, in some cases, except the urban roads that we think that most of our community or our towns, we cannot put bitumen. These are not bitumen equipment. They are just to open roads, to gravel roads for smooth transportation and access to
NDC Amanyokuo no ye communication officer won Kranza North abaton pesua so say nyameche na nei video bi na nam mountain na nanom panifo bi kyerese wono ebuafu Frank Tunidema NDC Amanyokuo fi so ba ho no wa ma na so no oni sentwefo adi nkomo akyerensemu
Nsemchefo nhyiamu a Nkransa North NDC communication officer ene Amanyoko no nchwechwefo panyini Emmanuel Balasi eyeye na wo kyerem se enye no kreda se NDC amanyoko no Frank Attorney John Dramani Mahama kache na nanman fo so obeba wonkuro no so na wama na emum na nhyehyɛ yi ano ode kwa apro no na ahemfie ensra enka ho omanfo beka ye betoja ewo abefo ntentan so se nananom bia ewo drama Kasee abrunua egu NDC amanyoko no etiri so se o ma nananom twen yi a Frank Attorney ama ho yenkotie asafonyine yimu ensem
mama ama ya tirase ya afira no pako kumanyumire kete da oba be ya da bia fokozie gura tomkelemo ene kwanbone no tomkelemo sa abufu mioni mo abeto aba mani bia kuma NDC bia toba umuni aba toba bia na
Nkransa North NDC chwechwefo panyine ene communication officer Solomon Donyina ekasa ene wodi tu dwase enye no kre se o ma nanom etwen se Frank Attorney NDC amanyoko no ebeba wama
abusuafo NDC fo yetena ase yehwe hu ne ne yehu se ne ekoso ni nyina eye MPP fo nipakuo bi na akwa nanam binum achi a omo so ye MPP fo na omo ye saa niema wei se ne be ye omo de begu yewura John Dramani Mahama animase nananum atima tena ase abodua de atotima amufo a omo mom ebeto aba so se so omo to aba ma yewura John Dramani Mahama bosom mienu a ewo mantam ha no enku omo
wakwaba AdomTV Premtobre Kasee na o hwe ne medin afia amankwa tamaklo na shanon so de du so no ye kokromoti scorecard enti edru ya wada se ya twembema ne team ne ye krado ne Mfantseman abatom pesua so ho ene ye hwe ye mwakwaba bibia aboko de adaro ma ye hwe
yo sani a wokan ne Mfantseman ne ye hwe ene omo Mfantseman se wunim ho a ye ka yamransa asem ye ka saltmon asem ye ka anomabo mankesim edriba ho bruwa ne important de wedi nkan hwe enwomasua say NDC and MPP at the end of my year NDC 2009 basic 2016 NPP 2017 basis Abri and whom as you am the end of my year apomudim the end of my year and akwan honsem and so the end of my year nti ebeni nkan hwe whom as you education at the end na NDC edin kan year NPP so at the end of my year NDC appends you know there 12 unit classroom block yedema SHS almost see back MPP appends and also no bako enomasi ediama SHS bako a ewo Mfantseman mensinimo and a 6 unit classroom block so NDC appends so the edema SHS no musi bako NPP appends so SHS 6 unit classroom block almost in primary school 6 unit classroom block NDCC insia and a NPP by almost in so far and at the almost NDC appends so mujami and sandwich NPP appends so bako and a 6 unit classroom block. Your friend a 3 unit classroom block. Primary school no. NDC appends almost see me and a NPP appends almost see me so far. And a 3 unit classroom block NDC J3 almost primary school. Omujami NPP appends me and omu for primary school. And a 2 units a KG4 there. Almudisia there no so no back on NDCC MPP so by bako and almost see one Mfantseman and dear friend administration block Edema College back where NDC shasi bako NPP so shasi omunwie college back where dormitory block NDC shasi omunwie MPP appends so omunwie and a 6 unit classroom block for college back where NDC shasi omunwie NPP appends so 3 units and so omunwie dear friend Dex mofra transition ade no NDC appends so omuchebi NPP appends so omachebi teachers quarters baby a teacher for transition ade NDC appends so omusimi no MPP appends so baako and omasine so far and a KG block omoshase NDC appends so baako na omoshase a omonwie omoja na honom dear friend assembly hall say SHS for there no NDC appends so omusi baako edema SHS baako ewo NPP and CB and a dining hall so NDC appends almost see baako edema SHS baako NPP appends so omunya CB and a teachers quarters so baako a NDC shase and omo enwie and omuja hokoye no mo dem SHS teachers and a computers a yedisua de bi SHS mienu and a NPP appends omache computers dia momo NDC appends so no ye hunu bibisa and a hostel and so college baako e wo ho a Fisheries College back where NPP a share hostel back ase omunya nwie ye eda so konkon ho and a science lab on so for that same college you know a year laboratory a ombetimi akoye testing na de o ma shase NPP appends back omunya nwie NDC apan so ye hunu lab bi asa ewo honum nti no hwe humasua mu a we na wo Mfantseman mu a ubehu se NDC aye ene NPP nti ye hwe apomudin semwe ye hwe health ye hwe se NDC na NPP dien eno maye e di ama Mfantseman for say bi eso ani anase enso ani dodo na ye chip compound nti no hwe NDC apan so chip compound dankra ba akwa na mienu e de gi ayarsa no omusi enum na NPP ba ye so omasi enan ye chip compounds no na nurses quarters so NDC apan so miensa na omusi ye na NPP apan so do bako na omasi ye 3 units nurses quarters na de edema doctors ene apomudi adwuma for so NDC apan so no so ye adankra ebom ni bi semi detached na no so mienu na NDC ye na NPP ba ye so bako na omasi e de ama apomudi fo a omode hwaya sabe na chip compounds so no eno so NDC apan so mienu na omo hyase omo anwie na omo gya akọ MPP apan so de enan na omo awie ni na omo anya bi wachire na nurses training school ba akọ ewo ho NDC apan so omo si ewie ye enso no na enye adwuma but omo si ewie a ewo ehonom nti no hwa na NPP apan so one ambulance per constituency so no definitely Mfantseman for enya bi nti Mfantseman for enso enya ambulance ba akọ ho na hospital beds and equipment hospitals polyclinics ho chip compounds MPP apan so yoma chebi di amaomo na sani amekan one ambulance per constituency ba akọ Mfantseman memu nti quickly ni ehwe akwan ho nsem rules ni ehwe se Mfantseman enya akwan ho mfaso NDC apan so na MPP apan so the friend feeder rules and the doors one futu kwan no 47.5 kilometers sabre no communities are hold on no CC omo futu kwan de ma omo NPP apan so sa omo gusu CC bi e wo sa mention mu lorry station ba ko ho pavement blocks na NDC e de be ko ho nyina NPP apan so omo hye ba ko ase wo ho no omo nya nwie omo guso na NDC apan so enso no lorry park ba ko na wo ho omo de bitumi kota ibi guso kama omo CC e de ma omo NPP apan so no eno so ma shebi ase e de quota ni bi egu ebi mo so de NDC apan so no be 7.6 kilometers township road over Kroba ko hodma almost see omo akwan nyina ye na asphalt 7.6 kilometers na NDC apan so no the event sport improvement so kwan bi anye Montimonka wo no CC de amomo eno so NDC apan so omo ye edema ebi mo the friend metal bridge in Samso a obetumi afa so since we bi wo ntumi ntwa no NDC ye bridge na baako dia enye dua de metal eno omo ye baako no ma community baako ewo honom ene de friend you drain no gutters emunwa odo na nsim kra be kom no eno no community miensa NDC apan so omo nya homfa so NPP apan so no so communities miensa de eno ma ye e de amom NPP apan so no so be ye 4.69 kilometers township roads ibi ayekan omo ahase enso basis abre omo nya nwie and e bie unso no internal roads the same thing and so be 24.7 kilometers MPP apan so omo ahase so omo ye enso sa kwan omo nya nwie omo guso eye na the friend culvert gutters akese pa ni bi no and so be 8 meters there and assignments name communities miedu enya ho mfaso e won Mfantseman mu into no hwa we na ye akwan ho nsem a different Mfantseman constituency e de brem ya hye mo bose na wotwe bia ya wode bia ye beba ene e Mfantseman into mo amowo ye Salzman mankesim ene de aka yamransa no obehu se wokwa ye Facebook ye de beguo YouTube nso wokwa kokromti scorecard ye de beguo no ahwe se NDC na MPP hwan na abɔ ne homodin na hwan ene benya vote wa wotena ase na wosesen na hu ha wa wo na de awabɔ ne homodin no wato waba de ama no
da se papa panti kwa kuchum ne team scorecard na wote won ka no mayanto so na chairman dema MPP 2024 manifesto committee ayo Ross Saiche Mensa Bonsu na was won franka tuni Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na ho brase ahyase mu ne na brabo mu na wode aye manifesto we a emunsam eni
Urachi Mensa Bonsu ene semtwefo etwetwe enkomo na wo kyerɛkyerɛ hyehyɛ ya hodo bi a NPP amanyoko no ede ba ye wo manifesto mu ene wode tu dwase esanse franka tuni Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia o hyase aho brase mu nti wafane ma bebremu a wote de omanfo FM wase wo kyerɛ sɛ wo hyase sɛ wo do baade ekoye taxi driver koye adwuma warehouse kochra de ansana wo be personal assistant ama Bank of Ghana governor wiye no be deputy governor Kasee wo be mampanyina be de achu a wo Premtobre dibre.
But he matures and graduates yet, and is at a school, became a lecturer at a university. Back on the time, he was served as the special assistant to the governor of the Bank of Ghana at the time, but he then graduated to become deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana. Subsequently, he got poached by
Akwaba Kasee Pabio de AdomTV so Midday the writer Amenya Raphael the Centro Campista Creative we asina present ni eberna so e bride Diago Pramason sem toaso e diamao na yem free babia dance ekopiem e Istanbul e Turkey e ho na Nigeria ni abe mu a Victor Osimhen play no anya kwalande said ye 1 year loan no oko no akobo e dia magalata saraifo a enya senketo akura brantie yi unu so ye ya sen kobeko Chelsea sa tell no antimi anye ye because Chelsea for sika e wo form Saudi Arabia was wadi 25 years e ho no onko it na arrival wakwa koduru assign contract na 1 year ya mano jersey number 45 for the bedi agro bra wo sign contract no and was so penum bi pa bemu abinwom America ho ye fe na Asha ozo mo fa nwom nto ase ka krenti Asha nwom and that's the Victor Osimhen tiene ka Crimen Alante from SXC Napoli 1 year season long loan and okwakobo na yempiem wo Uganda omababa wa bia Olympic Games a ekoso na nsen kodi agro de mom kakra ni din ada Rebecca Cheptegei na Rebecca Sunday a wapon free asore ba o mamienu one nkura be duru fie yesa asase bi ho manson ona na former boyfriend groni na jade da wo yesa boyfriend ya jiga asase ho manson a ense wa fact petrol afa matches akufio kotu petrol egu gay hu a hyehye gay hu na 75% of gay na body no ene e ba biara hyehye boy na kura no ode petrol ni gu gay na ho no ono so hu ahyehye kakra bo no de yeso ho critical condition bo no de onko e ba na no pay breaking news ababa wa Cheptegei 33 years announcement na nya drop se wa kanchina gu to na nanom e won se do fofia ntoata ya hwe petrol agu na ho ama na kanchina gu we yenkomo a enya nikan na no pay e beto odwa ye de abrɛ enawie amoate ase yi pa Olympic Games no okɔ kyene bobre e wo Uganda ono nso ho nkomo kakra eno no yemfansi fom ene the Ghana Black Stars ebegina okono ye ne Angola ene ebo game no na Angola for de o kai Fabrice akwa time no ne ta no mbopa 2010 na ye no mabodawo beka 2023 ye bo qualifiers e de akɔ AFCON no baba yara the same venue ena Antoine Semenyo edeboro etwatna yese edia esi ekoya tikakra ne ekohwe niema ekoso e wo sa game ni mu yetumere be kire sie ntino hwe Antoine Semenyo go no a ode twatna ne kakra ntine no omo se ade ne be repeat o te e be 1-0 na because Angola for de ye kire baba yara e ye 1-0 nti Antoine Semenyo gora ode to atna ene na game ne ba so 4 p.m. e o baba yara agoprama so yenyina we so fancy Midday the writer Amenya Raphael the Centro Campista Creative area sinina presented.
The ra enigide mo ensem na music producer osaya artist manager Yura Kasee next. And then they were na kosamo to edwano. Bredi kanya oye ne recording me first gospel song or the buy. Depression na wura mos when in so catch mu nsem eni.
The issue to gospel actually happened when some part of my life between early 90s to 2000s no baby me release me amenyom me ame bonyom me ankasa kwasi ana me release me year album one album na won say ana comforta bisa yesu ana me release me year nyom I did a song now the struggle me go through in doing the song producing the album no any money and me firm wo me wiase in terms of that bit of my life no like it was between heaven and hell for me. That's how I made describe no. Yeah, because it was so I was frustrated. I went through depression after recording.
Ayenya no so na AdomTV Premtobre Kasee no yemfansi ha ne na wase emrene adaje a wo de fam yenti e the team no so asesa Midday de afia amankwa tamaklo fire for fire etwaso